Okay, so you know that feeling, right? You're like dashing out the door, quick glance in the mirror, and bam, there it is again.
Ugh, tell me about it.
That one dark spot just camped out on your face like it's paid rent.
Yeah.
And you've tried everything, but it's like it's got a lifetime membership.
Yeah.
Well, good news. Today's deep dive,
Mhm.
we are all about those pigmentation problems and specifically Meladerm. We've got this super in-depth review, not just what's in it, but like the whole history of skin lightening, how to do it safely, the important stuff.
Yeah, I think that's key, right? Because we all want that glow, but doing it safely and being aware of all the pressures, right? It's a lot.
It is. It is. So, okay, Meladerm.
Mm-hmm.
Their big claim is that it fades hyperpigmentation, like acne scars, sun damage, even melasma.
Right.
And get this, they say it works on face, body, tons of skin types. It's like almost too good to be true,
Right.
So before I get like totally unrealistic expectations, break it down for me. What's the science here?
Okay, so hyperpigmentation, it just means some parts of your skin go a little overboard with the melanin.
Melanin, that's our color.
Right, exactly. The pigment that gives us our color.
Right.
And the cool thing about Meladerm is it ditches all the harsh stuff. No hydroquinone,
Oh, good.
no mercury, no steroids. We're talking a blend of natural ingredients, which is nice to see.
Okay, so spill it. What ingredients like stood out to you in the review?
A few things, but alpha-arbutin was interesting. It's from a plant's bearberry, actually.
Nice, cute little shrubs.
Exactly. Turns out they're not just pretty to look at. There's studies alpha-arbutin can actually inhibit tyrosinase,
Which is
the enzyme that's responsible for producing melanin in the first place.
So it's like hitting the pause button on those overachiever cells.
Yes. And it's not just that one ingredient. You've
Oh,
also got kojic acid in there, another natural tyrosinase inhibitor.
Okay,
This one's derived from fungi.
interesting.
And then, of course, good old vitamin C. Always a good one.
Classic.
Powerful antioxidant. And there's research on its brightening effects.
So we've got plants, we've got fungi, all represented in this bottle. This is like globally sourced skincare.
Right.
Okay, but how does it actually work? What's the mechanism? Are we talking like bleaching the skin here?
No, nothing that intense. It's way more elegant than that.
Okay, good.
So remember tyrosinase. Meladerm's ingredients, they work by gently inhibiting that enzyme's activity, which then slows down the melanin production. It's not shutting it off completely, just kind of bringing it down to a more balanced level.
Got it. So it's not stripping anything away. It's more like encouraging your skin to like even out its tone from within.
Exactly.
I like that approach.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's get real. Does it actually work?
Yeah.
Like, what do they say about effectiveness?
The review was pretty positive overall. Big caveat, though. Results, they take time.
Okay, that's fair.
And they vary a lot between people.
Makes sense.
Some people saw changes in a few weeks. Some, it was a few months of consistent use.
Yeah.
So it really depends. Like any skincare routine, consistency is key.
That makes sense. We all have different skin, different histories, so it's
Yeah.
going to be different for everybody, I guess, right?
Exactly, yeah.
What is it that makes it work faster for some people versus others? Like, accounts for that difference?
Imagine you're trying to get a stain out of something, right?
Okay, yeah.
A light stain might come out easily,
Right.
but a really deep, stubborn stain, that's going to take a lot more time and effort.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same with your skin.
Okay.
Severity, your skin type, even your natural skin tone all play a role in how fast you see those results.
Oh, that's interesting.
So somebody with lighter skin and a few sunspots, they might see faster results than someone with deeper skin and more prominent melasma, for instance.
That's a really good analogy, actually.
Yeah.
Like, the deeper the pigment, the longer it takes to work.
Exactly.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes, exactly. Patience is key with hyperpigmentation, for sure.
Well noted. And speaking of things that require patience,
Mm.
let's be real, skincare can get expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I am always trying to find things that actually work without completely breaking the bank.
Right.
So where does Meladerm fall on the, price spectrum?
Yeah, so you're not alone in being budget conscious. It does sit a little higher than some drugstore brands.
Okay.
You're looking at about $64 a bottle.
Okay, so not drugstore prices.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, maybe not totally unreasonable if it works.
Right, yeah. And that's the big question.
Right.
A few things to think about from the review. First of all, it does have a lot of active ingredients.
Okay,
So that might justify the price for some people.
that's fair.
Plus, it's got that airless pump bottle, which is great.
So I like those.
Yeah, it preserves the product longer, extends the shelf life.
Wasting product every time you open it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hate when things oxidize in those jars.
The worst. And they do offer a subscription discount, and they have bundle deals sometimes.
Oh, nice.
So those can help. And then they have a money-back guarantee, but
What?
there's some conditions, so you definitely want to read the fine print on that one.
Always read the fine print. Very good point.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got like possibly effective, seems safe, no harsh chemicals, but not the cheapest.
Right.
Before we make our final judgment, what about the competition? Did they talk about any alternatives?
They did. A few other products that stood out. There was hers Fast Fader.
Okay.
That one's interesting because it's got this really interesting, like, pen applicator for precise application.
Ooh, for like targeted.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then there was Akure's Brightening Day Cream. Okay.
That one stood out to me because it's very much on this natural ingredient trend, which is great. And it focuses on pomegranate, which is having a moment.
Pomegranates are like the overachievers of fruit. They're delicious. They're antioxidants. Why not put them on your face?
All right. Exactly.
I'm here for it.
And then the last one, Andalou Naturals Probiotic C Renewal Cream.
Okay.
And that one's interesting because they're using probiotics, which are usually associated with gut health, right?
Yeah.
But there's more and more evidence that they can be amazing for your skin as well.
Okay. Probiotics for skin. That's a new one for me, I gotta be honest. So it sounds like we've got some comparing and contrasting to do here.
We do. Each of these alternatives has something unique to offer, so it really depends on, what your priorities are. Let's do it. Let's break it down. Okay, so before we go full-on comparison shopping, did the review have any, user stories? People trying it out. What happened?
Yeah, they did. One that stuck with me was this woman. She'd been struggling with acne scars, forever.
Oh, no.
Tried everything, nothing worked, and then she starts using Meladerm. Few months in, she's seeing a difference in the scars.
Wow.
Which really, it highlights what we said about patience, right?
Yeah. It's a journey, not a race. These things take time.
Exactly. That seemed to be a common thread in the user feedback they included.
Makes sense.
Oh, and they also looked at how it compares to, prescription treatments.
Okay. Yeah, because those exist too.
Right. So they mentioned this study, and apparently one of Meladerm's main ingredients, that alpha-arbutin.
Yeah, the bearberry stuff.
Right. It actually worked better than a common prescription cream at reducing age spots.
No way, really, from a plant.
Yeah. One study, so gotta be careful. But still.
It makes you wonder.
Right. Maybe these natural ingredients are more powerful than we give them credit for.
I'm here for it.
Oh.
Okay, so we know how it works, the sciencey stuff, even how it stacks up against the prescription options. But safety-wise, anything to worry about?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gentle, but...
Right, so they did mention anything that messes with melanin, even gently, could make your skin more sun-sensitive.
Oh, right, because less melanin, less natural protection. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're using Meladerm or anything similar, be super diligent about sunscreen.
SPF, hats, the whole 9 yards.
Absolutely, especially midday when the sun's strongest.
Sun protection is not a suggestion, it's the law. I'm kidding, mostly. But any other red flags safety-wise?
Not really, but it's always smart to do a patch test,
Oh, yeah, good call.
Especially if you have sensitive skin, just in case.
Yeah, your skin throws a party, you're the one dealing with the hangover.
Oh.
Okay, so effective, pretty safe, no crazy chemicals. What about our animal-loving listeners? Were they cool?
Oh, yeah. They made a point of saying Meladerm is cruelty-free, no animal testing.
Good. Love that. What about sustainability? Like the planet, packaging, all that?
That's a good question. Honestly, the review didn't go into much detail on that.
Ah, bummer. That's becoming so important,
I know. I would like to know more about their sourcing, the packaging materials, that kind of thing.
Something to look into. Okay, so maybe not perfect on the eco front, jury's still out. But back to those alternatives. That hers Fast Fader with the pen, I'm really curious.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
It really shows how skincare is getting more targeted,
It's not just one size fits all anymore. So tell me more about hers Fast Fader. What makes it special?
Well, remember how we talked about tranexamic acid and those other ingredients?
Yeah.
It's got some of those same powerhouses, but it uses that pen to deliver them super precisely.
Okay.
So it's great for those small areas, like a little dark mark or a sunspot that pops up.
Like a hyperpigmentation sniper. Just zap it right there.
Exactly. But they did mention, since you're getting less product,
Oh, right, smaller.
it might not be the best value if you've got hyperpigmentation, everywhere.
Makes sense. You wouldn't paint your house with a tiny brush. So, hers Fast Fader, great for precision, but maybe not if you've got a bigger issue to tackle. What about price?
Way cheaper than Meladerm.
Really?
Almost half the cost.
Wow. Okay. I mean, you get what you pay for, but still, that's tempting.
Right. And you are getting less product, so there's that trade-off.
True, true. Okay, affordability check. Let's move on. A Cure Brightening Day Cream. Okay, I love that it's got pomegranate. What else jumped out about this one?
It's really riding that natural ingredient wave, which is great to see.
Yeah.
They really emphasize clean ingredients, no harsh stuff, and the pomegranate, like you said.
Antioxidants galore.
Exactly.
Did they talk about any of the other ingredients in it?
Oh, yeah. It's also got licorice root extract.
Yeah, interesting.
That's another one that's been used for ages, for skin. It's supposed to be really good for soothing and brightening.
You know, that reminds me of my grandma. She used to use licorice root on her skin. She had amazing skin.
It's funny how these old remedies are having a comeback.
I love it. Okay, so we've got the pomegranate. We've got the licorice root. What about price? Where does a Cure land?
Very affordable.
Okay, good.
Even less than the hers.
Nice. Okay, so natural, good ingredients, affordable. It's checking a lot of boxes. All right, last but not least, we've got Andalou Naturals. Probiotic cream. Probiotics are for, like, yogurt. Right. What's the deal with putting that on your face?
I know, right? It sounds weird, but it actually makes sense. So you know how everyone's talking about the gut microbiome now?
Yeah, it's like the hottest topic.
Well, your skin has a microbiome, too.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's like all these microorganisms living on your skin, good and bad. And when it's balanced, it helps protect your skin, reduces inflammation.
Okay, so it's like a little ecosystem on our face.
Exactly. And probiotics, they help keep that ecosystem balanced and healthy.
So we're putting good bacteria on to fight the bad bacteria.
Pretty much. And this cream, they combine that with vitamin C, which we know is good for brightening.
Double whammy. So you're supporting your skin's natural defenses and brightening at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, sign me up. How's the price on this one?
Very reasonable, right in line with the Acure.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so many good options. This can be a tough decision. I know, right? It's like too many good options. How are we supposed to choose?
It is a lot. Okay, so we've got all the info. Now it's about you. What are your goals?
Okay, makes sense.
First, what kind of hyperpigmentation are we talking? Just a few sunspots, acne marks, or more like all over melasma?
Right, because like you said, the HERS Fast Fader, that's better for small areas.
Exactly. Meladerm, that's more for bigger jobs. It's about picking the right tool.
Okay, makes sense.
And your skin type matters too. Are you sensitive? Do new products freak you out, or are you pretty tough?
Right, got to check those ingredients lists, make sure they're going to play nice.
Always. Patch test, patch test, patch test. Can't stress that enough.
For sure. So we've got the type of hyperpigmentation, skin type, what else?
Budget. We saw cheap options like Acure, pricier ones like Meladerm. Gotta find what works for you.
True. And keep an eye out for deals, subscriptions, sales, all that.
Yes, and honestly, personal preference matters. You love natural. Acure, Andalou, those are good bets. High-tech, more your thing. HERS Fast Fader.
It's like building your skincare dream team.
Yeah.
All right, so much good stuff.
It is, and look, skincare's a journey, not a race, right? What works for your friend might not work for you.
So true.
So listen to your skin, try things out, find what makes you feel amazing.
I love that. This has been so helpful. We talked about the science, all the different options. We even got into sun protection, patch testing. So important.
It's been fun.
It really has. And to everyone listening, thank you. We hope you feel like you've got the knowledge to tackle those dark spots now. Don't forget to check out the full review and show notes for all the products we talked about. Until next time, happy skin caring.